All right, now we're going to do 7Q Fibonacci's FizzBuzz. This is by Brandon Themish. Themish. And 91% of the people like it. The goal of this kata is twofold. We must produce a Fibonacci sequence in the form of an array containing a number of items equal to the input provided, and we also must replace all numbers in the sequence divisible by 3 with fizz, those divisible by by 5 with buzz, and those divisible by both 3 and 5, which means 15. Anything divisible by 15 with FizzBuzz. For the sake of this concept, we can assume that all inputs will be a positive integer. We're going to use cases. We're going to return output must be in the form of an array with the numbers as integers and the replaced numbers FizzBuzz as strings. And here's an example. These ones, which would be 3 and then 5, will be fizz and buzz, and then blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So first things first, let's set this up in more concise syntax. All right. Actually, no, we don't need to do that for this one, because we're going to be using the normal syntax on this. All right, so first things first, we need to understand what the Fibonacci number is, all right? So basically down here, Fn equals Fn minus 1 plus Fn minus 2. So right here, let's say this is Fn minus 2, here's n minus 1, and n minus 2. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So this one's going to be 1 plus 2 is 3, and then 2 plus 3 is 5, and then blah, 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 all the way down. All right, cool. So now that we've got that taken care of, we're going to set up this thing real quick. We're going to say result. We're going to let, we're going to let result equal an empty array. And then we're also going to we're going to have a little utility array here called A, comma, B, and that's going to equal, to start off with, 0, comma, 1. All right? And this 0, 1 is this 0, 1 in this Fibonacci sequence. So this is the beginning of our array, right? So now we're going to do a for loop, and we're going to say for, and we're going to say let I, we're going to say let I equal 0, and while I is less than n, we're going to say I plus plus, all right? And now here's where it gets cool. So we're going to start off by saying let A, B now equal B in the A place, and then A plus B. All right? So basically, the A, it's just going to keep going down in the Fibonacci sequence, right? So A plus B, so A is going to be back this way, and then the B is going to be the new A, and then this is going to be the A plus the B, all right? Makes sense? All right, so now we're going to do a little thing called result.push. And what we're going to push into this array is going to be, depending on, if it's divisible by 3, 5, or 15, a different thing. But to do this, we're going to use a ternary operator. And the ternary operator, if you don't know, is the only JavaScript operator that takes 3 operands: a condition followed by a question mark, then an expression to execute if the condition is truthy followed by a colon, and finally the expression to execute if the condition is falsy. This operator is frequently used as an alternative to an if-else statement, all right? So right now, we do have the full Fibonacci sequence up to n, right? Up to n with just this part right here. So this is going to be the part that takes care of switching up the fizzes and the buzzes, all right? So first we're going to say, we're going to take care of this 15, because we have to take care of the 15 first, or the second it goes to 3, it's going to say anything divisible by 15 is just fizz, all right? So to start off, we're going to say if A remainder operator 15 equals 0. So if A divided by 15 has a remainder of 0, we're going to return FizzBuzz. All right. Oh, no, capital B. FizzBuzz, like that. And if not, we're going to have a remainder operator 3 equals 0. If that's the case, we're going to return fizz. And then we're going to do the same thing down here. A remainder operator 5 equals 0. We're going to say buzz. And if neither of those is the case, if none of those three things is the case, we're going to return A. Just like that. Actually, we'll put this on that other line. We'll return A just like that. And then after that, we're going to, outside of this, we're going to return result. All right, let's test it out. Look, just like that. Real easy stuff, right? Let's attempt it. All right, looks pretty good. Let's submit it. It looks pretty much like this best practice here, just a couple of little differences here and there. My solution, just me and Chris Fox, and we're going to best practice this very much like this, and we'll see you next time.